3, 2, 1. I knew you guys were gonna do that. See?
Do what?
I heard him. You are listening to episode 164 of Paper Player. I'm your host, Tony, joined with Josh, Jeff, and JB. And yes, we got a full cast. And yes, we got a quick cast. And yes, we got cool stuff. I don't know what else I got to say, but that's what we're doing.
All right, boys.
I
got to go. I'll see you later.
All right, see you later, JB.
We're giving away a Tesla.
Go ahead and kiss your head for me. All right.
We're giving away JB's car.
Let's do it.
After I walk out of the room. All right.
All right. Go ahead and send in your applications for your JB's car. I'll just need your social security.
Right. Enter now.
All you have to do is simply give me 9 digits, and it will randomize those digits. And if your digits happen to be your social security number, you win. So, is this it? Is this it? Is this it?
Just on live stream.
Give me your cell.
I think we should give away JB's car.
That's a pretty sick move, dude.
So we can get rid of my old car. It's still in the garage.
Yeah.
You got to come get it. The brakes don't work, but it's all yours.
That would be like devastating.
What, giving away your car?
Right. No, like, yeah. Like, no, having your car being giveaway.
You just come back and you guys are like, hey.
That sounds like some like Viva La Bam shit where they're like, hey, we gave away my dad's car. Fuck my dad. We gave away his car. Fucking Phil.
Man.
Yeah. That guy's
all right. What do we got?
All right, dude.
Let's hear it.
There's really not much going on this week. It's going to be pretty much band announcements. There's a band announcement coming on Monday. We also have a Magic Spotlight series that they just kind of announced on Tuesday, which I guess is absolutely fantastic for people that are Grampy goes.
Right, that's like what the everyone's buzz is saying is that it's going to be they're announcing Grand Prix.
Yeah, there. It's the Magic Spotlight series, and that's what they're like calling it. There's going to be 8 in 2025, 5 of them in the United States, hosted by Star City Games, and 2 in Europe and 1 in Japan. As you see,
pretend Grand Prix.
No, they're Grand Prix. Like the prize pool, it is just a large multi-day event that is specifically meant for the format there, kind of like how Grand Prix are. These aren't Magic Cons.
Wasn't that the whole point of Magic Con to do that too?
No, Magic Con was supposed to be the convention, like where they have other things going on, like Artist Alley.
Yeah, but they always had like a multi-day event that was.
Yeah, but it normally doesn't give you an invite to the Pro Tour.
Normally it was like all like on like scheduled like random stupid events or whatever for MagicCon. I don't know.
Let's see what a MagicCon is.
I never really played an event at MagicCon. I just go to a MagicCon and you know.
So there's always normally a 2 to 3 day event for the MagicCons that normally that's how you get like the promos that are worth like a bunch of money, like that dart or like all that stuff.
So on the screen right now, I'm showing MagicCon, like what a MagicCon is, and then
like the Dark Ritual that's worth like $48,000. That's what you get at a MagicCon. You don't get a Pro Tour invite.
Yeah, so you get the Secret Lair showdowns, which are like high tail end or high echelon events where you can have multiple entries and they feed into kind of a larger system. So there's that, and then what they're doing with what they announced with the Magic Spotlight. What this is it's intended to be a 2-day event with the main event and open and tournament. It's $50,000 in prize money for top finishers, which I think Star Cities did announce that it's going to go to the top 64. There's going to be the return of like competitive play coverage from a Star City standpoint, which is really big. Awesome, fantastic, really excited about that. And then it's anybody that has 18 points will then advance to day 2. So it's similar like to the old Grand Prix system, 6-3. The biggest changes they did say are there are 0 buys for this event, so everybody's got to grind it out.
That was the biggest problem with the old SCG.
Yep. No PT invites will be passed down, so it's strictly just the top 8. So if you don't make the top 8, and if there's 2 people in the top 8 that are already queued for the Pro Tour, it does not matter. They get to they don't pass down.
Double up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's straight up. The Magic Spotlight that's going to be happening here on January 3rd through 5th in Atlanta, Georgia, will be featuring Foundations, which is going to be kicking off the idea for a standard. It's a new era for standard constructed. So this one's going to be a standard 15-round event, which is fantastic.
In Atlanta, Georgia.
In Atlanta, baby, right at the beginning of the year. Yep.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, it's great. And then also, if you win this event, you get standard free for a year, which means they will send you a case of every single set that comes out for standard to you.
I can have all this trash.
Yeah. So you get 6 play boosters of every single upcoming expansion for the year, and you get standard for that. And then they also showed like all the, I think this is the top 128 people will get a Terror of the Peaks, a traditional foil copy of it. It's like a promo card or whatever, if you will, and then everybody will get a Cauldron Complete as well too. So, oh wait, it's only the top 28. So these are actually more exclusive. These aren't given to everybody. Oh, yeah. That's pretty sick.
No, so the first one I think you mentioned, everybody gets one.
No, it says additionally the top.
Oh, the top 28.
128.
Get the foil. Get the foil.
Oh, okay.
So everybody gets the non-foil. Foil only goes to top 128.
Oh, that's pretty sick. Okay. So yeah, everybody will receive a borderless. Okay, yep, you're right. And then the next one for the
you're actually going to get less money for being the top 128
yeah,
because
nice.
those are going to warp.
Yep. And then the Cauldron Complete one will be for the modern event that they'll be premiering. Spotlight.
And that card no one plays in modern anymore.
I know. It's unfortunate, but overall, this is a huge boost for the classic version of a Grand Prix. I don't know what SCG has said about it. In fact, let me go and see if they made their announcement. God damn it, fucking everything's just fucking political.
The DNC's going on right
now. I know, dude. It's just fucking like yeah. I wanted to see what they had to say because this is not going to be an SCG.
Another reason why I quit socials because
it's probably for the best, honestly. I can't quit socials because I just love the attention too much. Sorry.
Yeah, and like the first week was hard, but like now I don't even think about it.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah,
sick.
well, you're digging up whatever you're digging
now
up.
I'm getting so much more done at work, and
you still going to Reddit?
I'm drinking more water.
Yeah, yes. Right. It's the best. So Star City is going to be the one hosting it for the U.S. They didn't come out with their news yet. I think they're going to come out about like the explanation of this event, but they did not. If it's like old Grand Prix, what would be really sick is that you don't need like a badge to get in. So I think that would be really cool. Like kind of just you walk in and just do whatever you're gonna do, and then sick, man. I this is the kind of the rebirth of the Grand Prix series. Yeah,
I'm so hyped.
That's nice,
something man. Like once in a while, like hey, there's a GP going on this month. Let's go.
Yep. It's a large scale event, right? That doesn't happen literally anywhere right now.
York?
Yeah, like
I have friends in Atlanta.
Yeah, you should go.
When is it?
It's in January 3rd to 5th.
I get like anything on Daily Bread New Year's in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's gonna be a busy time, boys.
Hey, did you guys play Magic this week?
No,
I did.
No, I did.
I just been busy.
Played some Legacy.
Nice.
Dude, I realized. No, Beans actually.
Dunked on by Lands by Ali.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't allowed to play blue this year.
I'm not in a tournament.
I have a story about when I was playing Lands against Ali.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, I got him. We went to 3 games. He got me game 1, and then game 2 I got him.
Yeah.
And then game 3, how did he get me? Game 3.
He forgot what he
and
was
going to tell us.
Was
lost forever.
No, but man, this isn't the. I know what the important part is. Is like after the game or whatever, I'm like sideboarding or whatever, and I realized I had 5 psychic frogs in my deck.
Oh my god, Josh.
Hey, at least you came clean.
And still lost. I still lost, but
couldn't even get it with the 5th frog. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I had 5 frogs in my deck.
Yeah, I realized because I played Legacy a lot.
Really good right now.
Played Legacy a lot, and then I played some Vintage, and like Legacy, just knowing kind of what the format is like versus Vintage not knowing anything. I'm just so disconnected when I play formats I don't understand. I'm just like, I don't care, whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna jam this. It doesn't matter to me. Go ahead and beat me. I don't care.
Cool. Wow.
I don't really. As long as you don't take anything personal, you're gonna be fine. This
is Vintage.
Vintage frogs.
Yeah, it's the card is the bee's knees, dude.
People are saying it's gonna get banned in Legacy. Why would they do
that? Could be true. That could be true. Could be true.
Grief.
Grief, please.
I mean, the Grief's the right
I
call.
want to be able to play. I want to be able to play red white.
Yeah.
I didn't play red white. That frog will die.
I didn't physically go play Magic this week.
I think that frogs are gonna be gone. It's like another thing that goes with it.
Yeah, people are no longer playing Griefs because everybody's playing 4 frogs. It's kind of the good anti-Grief card because you can land a Grief. You can get all your cards back that Grief took. Yeah. So.
And people are. I asked the question at Legacy. I was like, "What 2-mana creature is banned in Legacy?" And they said Dreadhorde Arcanist, and I was like, "Oh, I guess Psychic Frog is kind of like Dreadhorde Arcanist a little bit."
Oh yeah, except he just gets giant so fast, so quickly. Yeah. I have yet to have the opportunity to play against the frog, so I don't know its like ability. Like I haven't played Legacy in over a month, so I don't know. Like it wasn't like it was.
Got a second Underground Sea yesterday.
Hell yeah, dude!
So I have 4 dual lands now.
Nice, man.
Wow, we're doing it.
Build it up.
I was about to say coming back.
Yeah.
Building up what you tore down.
All right. I like the last time I had 4 blue duels was at my old apartment. That was back when I had the blue bike. That was like when I had my first bike.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I was like, I've had the last bike for 3 years. So that was like over 4 years ago.
Fucking sick.
I haven't played any Legacy, but I've been playing a whole lot of Standard. Yeah. And I did actually play Magic. I forgot. I did go to the RCQ on Saturday.
Oh yeah, dude.
I assume it went poorly because you didn't remember.
So I had to take the fiance to work to have the car, and she worked at 5 a.m. So I was like, oh, I'll go to bed early. Well, early is going to bed at 2:30. So I took her to work, and I was like, cool, come back, sleep for like 4 hours, go. Couldn't fall asleep until like 8 o'clock, so I got like, collectively like 3 hours of sleep. I went.
Oh yeah.
My pool wasn't awful. It was decent, but round 1 I lost games 2 and 3 to the Green Paw Mythic. He just drew like 9 cards off of it, and I was like, good game. Like I really can't stop you from doing that.
Yeah, that's a brutal one. That's just a bad beat.
Beat my round 2 opponent 2-0. I had opened the elk, timely reinforcements elk, so I was playing that. And then round 3 I lost to the blue paw card, just copying creatures and drawing cards. And after going 1 and 2, I was like, all right, I'm gonna drop and I'm gonna go home.
Take a nap.
And this was at Mana Vault, and the bar and grill attached to it, they were doing a take on an Elvis sandwich. So it's toasted toasted sourdough with applewood smoked bacon, apricot jam, bananas, and peanut butter. And I was kind of nervous because I was like, damn, bananas on a hot sandwich. By far one of the best sandwiches I've ever had in my life, dude.
That's sick, dude.
Maybe I'll give it a shot when I'm down.
I believe it's good, but I think apricot is a bad flavor.
It mixes well with like the applewood. I think that's why.
Yeah.
Like the bacon and stuff. But besides that, I've been playing like so much Standard. Like it's just such a great, like, I know everyone's complaining about Modern and Pioneer.
No, Standard's amazing right now. I'm having a lot of fun too.
There's like 6 or 7 top tier decks, if not more.
Oh yeah.
Like it's constantly like every deck is fighting for the #1 spot, which is good. Like Green Black has been a little more popular lately because everyone's like playing the what is it, the Innkeepers, the enchantment.
Oh, the combo, the Vraska combo? Yeah.
Yeah, to like ultimate, because you play that and then you play Vraska and it's game over.
Yeah, that's why like Get Lost is so good right now. Like all the lists I'm playing 4 Get Lost because it can hit that enchantment as well as hitting the Vraska. I mean, if they've already resolved both, you're screwed. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's just like, oh, you want to spend your mana on this shitty enchantment? Pop. There you go. Good game.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Like I've obviously been playing a lot of mono red.
Yeah.
The Lynx has just been so good against green black.
Oh yeah.
Like they'll get themselves to like 8 life and you just slam it down and deal like 5 damage to them and bolt them and they're dead.
Yeah.
Yep, that's so hard.
Dude, the format's like legit all over the place. There's a Zodiac.
Yeah, it's
deck.
so good.
Yeah, it's hard to like sideboard, so you have to kind of you have to make a decision of like what you're gonna like skew towards, and obviously somehow I didn't think this was possible, but a lot of the Gruul decks, like the bird decks, kind of got pushed to the wayside for a little bit. Like I was gaming against those, and now it's like I have to game against the. Have you seen the Crimes deck?
Yes.
That deck is pretty fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
And that's why if you look,
I played against Bagley in that deck. Oh my god, that guy pissed me off yesterday.
Yeah, it's tough, dude.
That's why if you look, Gruul aggro is like pushed down to 6% and mono red's at 10 because the mana base hurts, man. Like especially now because like you're relying on like pain lands a lot and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the mana bases suck right now.
Oh yeah, and that's what makes like mono red I think a step above the Gruul deck is just you don't worry about it and you just slam that Lynx. Like green red really can't play the Lynx because they end up like bolting themselves a lot of the time.
For sure. Yeah. I'm trying to find that. I guess I can't find the Crimes deck. Whatever. That Crimes deck is so sick, dude. Like,
also, I'm an advocate that they should put bolts in the foundation set.
They could.
They should do it.
At this point,
I think it would be fine. I get that people don't want it for like best of one, but that's not a real format, so I just don't care.
Yeah, just whatever. Yeah. Best of one can like honestly like if you're on arena playing best of one, like get your golds and move on. But like the reality is like standard is good, and if this year is going to flourish, like 2025 is going to flourish in standard, you need to learn how to sideboard. And if you're not equipped for sideboarding, and I'm telling you right now, like that is a lost art for a lot of arena players because they play so much best of one for both limited and standard just because it's quick, it's fun, it's fast, it's whatever. And like I succumbed to it when I was playing standard. I used to feel like an expert in sideboarding. I've had to like retrain my brain to like, okay, here's my matchup. Oh yeah, my opponent also has a brain. They can also sideboard. What are they bringing in that I need to bring in to counteract? Because sometimes it was like, oh, my 60 is good, and they bring in a card. I'm like, fuck, I can't beat that card. And it's like, I'm sitting on 3 negates in my sideboard. Whoops, you know.
Yeah, you definitely have to know your matchups. But I think that's true about like all formats, and it always has been. But like arena has, like I feel like has not dumbed people down, but like numbed people to like sideboarding.
Mm-hmm. I hate that they do this shit. They produce everything to Golgari aggro, and I'm just trying to find the. Okay, I think this is the right deck. No,
you hate that. Like when you look at deck names now, it's all just there's no like cool names anymore.
Yeah,
it's because like you get too many people of the same deck using different names when it's actually just the same deck.
With it, but like,
but I mean, this is Golgari like aggro. That makes sense. But then there's like. I guarantee you, if like so, this blue-white control deck.
Any of like the what's the one in the graveyard with the lands, nefarious whatever, insidious roots.
Yeah,
like that's a different deck or whatever. That's not Golgari.
Yeah, I hate when they do. Like I'm with you. Like I don't like. It's like name it based off the card. Like this can be called Golgari because there's no theme card. Yeah, pick a card to go off so I can understand what I'm looking at. Like Dimir aggro, just call it like Shielded Control. Or shield or whatever.
But it's not control. It is actually Dimir aggro.
I know. It's dude, like I get so confused. But anyways, I'm just crying to be
that is Dimir control.
This deck should be called Gruul Slickshot. Right?
Agreed. I will agree with that.
Yeah. And like this blue-white control deck.
Why the Mika is such a crazy card?
This is blue-white artifacts. This is not a control deck. Like it's just not. This doesn't play any counter spells. It's like
it's like tempo more.
Oh, is that the?
But then there's a synthesizer deck that should be called Blue White Synthesizer, and then there's legit Blue White Control, but they're under the same category. Like, dude, come on, get this together. Let's get the names back. Bring back names.
I'm gonna start calling it RDW Toast until it catches on.
Yeah, if you're gonna do the Spotlight series, you know what you gotta do? Name the decks. Like Caw-Blade, okay? Bring back Caw-Blade.
Yeah, just call everything Caw-Blade.
Yeah, Caw-Blade it up.
Mono Brown, Caw-Blade.
Mm-hmm. Sick. All right. Anyways, yeah, I think
you can still order Festival in the Box. By the way, it did not sell out.
It did not. I think the price tag was a little too much for people. $250 is like too much of a high. Like
I also was pointing out to JB, none of it, like it doesn't matter how much they print because none of it is extra because it just goes to the Magicons then.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we don't, like, let's say they printed 100 boxes, but only sold 50, they now have 50 boxes to go to those events that they don't have to print.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, like, I think they purposely printed a shit ton.
Yeah, For sure.
I got a box. What should we do with it, boys?
You just you crack it. You do what you can do. You crack it.
Yeah, just crack it.
Yeah, you don't want to draft and lose out on your Dragons Approaches,
I want to
bro.
play with it.
You play with it by putting the cards in your set or your decks, dude. What the hell is that?
Art.
Then I'm just gonna keep it
Real art.
sealed.
Yeah.
Real
This
art.
is remember I sent. All right, so I sent you images.
All right, so I looked at that picture and I actually feel like that's the art for an actual creature.
It is. It says right in the bottom.
No, not what you're talking about. Josh sent me a picture
No.
that he thinks is going to be like a special guest for Meathook Massacre.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Because they won't print that back into standard. I mean, it got banned literally like 2 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, put it as a special guest.
Meathook Massacre is gonna be in here.
Arch Enemy Returns. That's pretty cool. Previews start August 31st. Oh, that's 10 days from now. Wait, there's a trick or treat event?
What? That's awesome.
That is pretty sick.
The heck does that mean?
You have to go to all your game stores and say trick or treat, give me cards to eat.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you're not
There's
doing
been
that.
Spoilers for Foundation.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I got rid of my Meathook Massacre and it turned into an Underground Sea.
Hell yeah, dude. Upgrade to always upgrade. Get that Schmitz out of here.
All your standard cards. You can have all my modern
What's
cards.
inside of this? All right. Monday is the big bad ban announcement.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I think everybody is. It's funny that there's a trios event. That
The day before.
the day before. That is like, yo, here's the last time you'll see these cards.
Well, I mean, that kind of happened when
Yeah.
Oko, when we were playing with Oko and Opal.
Oh yeah.
There's like
yeah.
a final big tournament one day before the ban.
Yeah, everyone knew like, hey, we got.
I should say Oko was a definite and Opal was a maybe. So everyone's like,
For sure,
should
for
I
sure.
sell my Opals?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those things. But the predictions are pretty like clear across the board, like what people are intending or what we want. I know Nadu, as much as I love broken combo decks, it's not like people can't beat it, so it has to go. And also the play experience is a miserable one, just for both online and in person. It's a pretty.
It's like a Cork Clan Ironworks feel.
Yeah, it is. It's just like.
So here's the question: if they ban Nadu,
Mhm.
do you have to ban something from Energy right away? Because that deck is also right now rising to about a 59% win rate.
Maybe.
People were saying hang on, some people were saying something from that deck.
Yeah, I don't. So it's hard to say because the reality is Nadu is so. It forces everybody who's playing on a competitive level to make sure that they are so over equipped for Nadu that way they can just breathe, and then they're just kind of like flopping on their other matchups. Whereas if you take Nadu away, and then all of a sudden like these energy decks start popping up, right? You can just start playing cards like Wrath Disguise, and then you kind of get them pretty good. Like you're just like, I can play more Wraths, whereas like the Nadu decks are playing Court of Calling to play a one of Sun Chaser, so you can't beat them with the Wrath or whatever. So I don't think the energy decks will do that. And then you would be able to play cards like Lightning Bolt, which are pretty goddamn good against the entire deck except Flage. Like the nice Ocelot Bolt, nice Raptor Bolt. Like the whole deck gets Bolt.
Or the Ocelot dies to Bowmasters too, right? There's Bowmasters
That too.
unplayable.
Isn't it a 1/2?
No, it's a 1/1. It's a 1 with first strike.
Okay. So the other thing I was going to bring up is I agree that Nadu has to go. I think that's across the board. No one's arguing that except for people that don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you think Grief needs to be banned?
In modern?
If you get rid of Nadu, does Grief not rise to the top again?
It's a good question. It might be the right
That's
call.
what it was before Nadu. It was just Grief everywhere.
Yeah.
No, people want the One Ring too.
The One Ring.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
That's a big one. That's probably gonna happen. Unfortunately, that's the worst part about it. Yeah, I think the One Ring's it's gotta go, but
I think it needs to. I don't think it'll happen though.
Yeah. Yeah, look at this.
Only time will tell.
Yeah,
Next Monday.
Because simply because of like where it comes from.
Yeah.
Like I imagine,
Dude, this deck is gross. What the fuck is this?
This Mardu one? Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, Mardu energy. There's 3 energies. There's Boros, Mardu, and then there's Jessica, I think.
Yeah, Jessica. Yep. Yeah, they're all.
Bro, what is this deck?
They're all using Galvanic Discharge because
this is just vomit.
Yeah.
This is
Galvanic Discharge.
Vomit.
Yeah.
This is money pile.
This can ramp up to kill. What's it called? This is like a 1-mana answer. Some of the time to Nadu, so you have to play like this card specifically because you can get off your guide extra energy, and also you play random cards that like produce like 1 to 2 energy.
It is
like
the 1/2.
Aether Hub.
Yeah, Aether Hub, Amped Raptor. So you have random ways of creating.
Estonian Nightmare.
Yeah,
it's a good card.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So I mean, if you look at the Nadu deck, it's super resilient against Orcus Bowmaster, and it's resistance against like Bolt decks, and then like it also just plays cards like Sylvan Safekeeper. So like even your spot removal is not good, but you have to have it because you need to do something against the deck. And even if you've spot removed their card, they always endurance their entire graveyard back into the library, so they all become alive again. So all their silver bullets are more than just one, and then So like that's why the format is so warped to where it is, and mainly this card being a 3/4 just fucks up the format really bad. It avoids Fatal Push with ease, like without like obviously with the fetch line you can get it, and then it avoids Lightning Bolt, which were like the 2 things that would kind of bury this deck, because the entire deck is really soft to a singular bolt, which that's just what it is. Or you could play cards like I don't know,
play 1 Ragavan.
Yeah, some lists play 4. It's been known to be like the worst card of the deck.
Ocelot is the new Ragavan.
Yeah, and Ocelot, it's just because the number 1 deck in the format doesn't play spot removal. The Ocelot can get out of hand. Like nobody's playing spot. Like this deck plays 0 spot removal. It's just like I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. Good luck. Like hopefully you can stop me. If you can, great. If not, like you're gonna lose. And even if you stop my Nadu, I 2-for-1 you because I drew a card. So eat my balls.
Ragavan really that bad in Modern now?
When people are playing 1/2s that block it, so and Walroots, so like those like Ragavan doesn't do anything, whereas Ocelot has an additional effect. So we'll see where the format goes, but it's for sure.
I watched the dude yesterday, and he was like, "All right, end of turn, I have the City's Blessing, I get 6."
Yeah,
1/1. So I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, the Ocelot when it's unchecked, which it is happening in the format, like it's going unchecked because the only other decks that are playing Bolt are the Mirror. So, if you look at the control decks and all that stuff, they're not really playing those cards as much. So,
I like how Tron isn't going up or down; it's just sitting at that same 7% it's been at for like 10 years.
This card's sick. This Kozilek's Command. Yeah. I thought this card was like
dude. They're playing 3 of the new Emrakul.
Yep. Yep. You want to be able to steal your opponent's thing. You're like, I'll take
that Nadu, please.
Well, it's because they're playing 2 Underworld cookbooks because they can search it with the Saga. So you're like, I'll insta win. Game over. Like, I'll take everything. So, yeah. We'll see what the format does. I think you should just ban Grief. Like, I agree with you. You just go and get Grief out of there to kind of get that toxic play pattern that's happening in Legacy out of Modern too. Because I think people just need to break from that card. I don't know if you can ever bring it back, but like, fuck. I think you guys can all agree that play pattern it's been 2 years of it. I think we're good. Like,
yeah.
Can we move on?
No more.
Like, oh, you mulliganed? Oh, you have Grief? Oh, fucking Christ. This is the worst game ever.
Remember when you said Grief wasn't that bad?
Yeah, it wasn't. Like, if we take the context, okay, we're going to have to do this stupid game again.
Hang on, if we go back to
2023, when it came out.
It was the best one. Yeah, what did we say was the best one?
I believe I said Solitude.
Solitude is what he said.
No, I definitely. We collectively said that the blue one sucked.
Yeah, right. And I still agree with that statement to this day.
I mixed the names up. Solitude is what I meant.
Yeah. Solitude. I stand by that at the time. If I
think we were all wrong. I think Fury was the best.
Here, look. This is 2023, right? So blue red aggro, like Cascade, like there is no black here, right, for the aggro.
They came out in 2022, right?
Yeah, so I'm looking at all of 2023, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, do you see any griefs here? No. I guess Living End had it. I'll give you that. Living End did play grief. It was a good
Rakdos aggro deck at the top.
Rakdos?
Right at the top at 12%.
Hell yeah, dude.
Had both.
Had both grief and fury, and then 4-color control. What was playing? What 3 solitudes?
Solitudes.
Yep. Solitude. I guess this is the One Ring. Whoops. Let's see 22 decks when they initially came out. I think because it was all like Murktide decks forever, right?
Yeah, there it is. Blue red aggro and
Murktide. Yep, that was big. I guess Rakdos played it. I don't remember them playing. Yeah, they played both of them.
Yeah, they played both.
Yep. 4-color Kiki Jiki. What the fuck is this? Okay. Anyways, yeah, like it was Solitude and Grief kind of were like the same. At the time, I thought people were playing more Ephemerates at the time, especially because it was the Elemental deck too. Yeah, and this is were they Yorion piles too? Fuck.
Back then, I think all but the blue one were popular. Like, I think the red and the white one probably saw a little more play than the black one, because I think only Scam was playing it back then.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But once they realized they could put Fury and Grief together, it really like just destroyed the format.
Nah, it was. I would agree to a degree. It was when Grief was able to be followed by Bowmaster. That's when I think it all went downhill. Sure. Like that's when you're like, you can't draw out of this now, like, because you're just gonna die sooner. Because yeah. I think they should have just banned Grief with Fury, but I think they were purposely trying not to ban too much from Modern Horizons 2. Yeah.
But I think once you get rid of Grief, like Fury and Grief out of the format, leave the other 3 are fine. They're still annoying, but I can deal with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean Grief's got to go. Like that's the bottom line. It's just if not for like it's like the sheer power level of it, but just the play pattern itself is it's old, it's tattered. Like nobody likes being griefed all the time, and it's just I think we're past that. I don't think anybody wants to do it anymore. All right, so ban predictions. Nadu for sure.
I think Nadu and Grief are the only 2 that will get touched in Modern. I don't think the One Ring will get banned.
Yeah, that's
people say the One Ring.
Yeah, the One Ring's a tough one, just because. But they did make it. Do you see they made an announcement? Or sorry, Rosewater did that they can do an in-universe version of the One Ring.
Right, they can reprint it or whatever.
Yeah. So
wait, they can.
Yeah.
But they can. But will they?
Sure, throw like a Hail Mary of special guests and then call it something else because they can't use the One Ring.
Right.
Call it the second ring.
Yeah.
Would that affect the price of the One Ring though?
100%, because everybody.
If it's special guests, no.
No,
they're like very hard to open.
Okay, so that won't affect it. But like, let's say if they put it into, I don't know, insert reprint set Foundations, Modern Foundations.
Hang on, go even further. Say they offer a secret layer where you can buy one for, or you can buy a play set for $30 or whatever, of your in-universe One Ring or whatever. How much does that?
I think it drops the price of all of the non-special ones. I think like the one you have doesn't get touched because of like the unique art, but I think all of the other ones like drop at least $20-$30. Because why buy this $90 one when you can get one for $30?
Sure. Yeah, I think, that set was really good. Like people love that set.
It was really well done. It gives me high hopes for Final Fantasy and Marvel.
Yeah.
Until next year.
I thought we were supposed to originally get Final Fantasy this year, but we're supposed to get both of those next year.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Marvel's coming out during Christmas time, so that's why they're gonna go like all the money.
Have they announced what format the Marvel one will be for? Because if they haven't, I think it'll be in standard.
No, I don't think so.
I think we're getting to a point now where Universes Beyond isn't going to only be Eternal formats.
So if you're going to do the Marvel Universe, right, I think you make it a Commander Masters. And as much as I hate to say that, if you make it a Commander Masters, it gets all the fanboys of Marvel who are Marvel junkies go to buy Commander deck, and then gets them hooks on that. And then with the Commander Masters, you can do like 50 different mechanics. Whereas if you do a standard set, I don't know how you get Iron Man, Wolverine, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, the Hulk, all under the same Thor, all under the same like 5
How is that
mechanics.
any different than the Lord of the Rings set? The Lord of the Rings set was the size of a normal set, and Commander's Masters was a reprint set only. This is a standalone new card set.
I'm sorry. What did I say? What was the Commander? What was
Commander Legends?
Yeah, I'm sorry. There you go. That's what I meant. I didn't mean Commander Masters. Commander Legends. Yeah. So I think you do that because you can. They'll probably do exactly what they did with Lord of the Rings, right? Like, let's go to Scryfall.
If anything, it will be at least modern playable. I can't foresee them limiting it to only Commander players.
Yeah. So let's just do Lord of the Rings. I'm looking up stuff on this because it's a huge set. There's Lord of the Rings, which is the draft version, and there's LTR. So Tales. So there's the Commander decks, and then there's there's so much stuff.
Set.
Yeah, so it's a huge.
So there's stuff released, but the original set was the set. I think it was 300 something cards.
Yeah, it's showing Lord of the Rings was 289 cards, and if we look at all the cards, like Commander, like legendary creatures, commanders, like everything. Like if you kind of put like Lord of the Rings into like what was playable out of there, it's like 6 cards, right? It's a couple sideboard cards.
You're talking about all the legendary creatures, right? Because Commander. Look at Dominaria.
Yeah, Dominaria. Which one? The United, the one they came out with, where they
either one. Both had like a shit ton of legendaries in them.
Yep. Yeah.
Like I understand what you're saying, and I really it probably will end up being modern and older playable. But I just have a strong suspicion that Universes Beyond is not going to be limited to non-stick. Because why not put it in standard? Because now you're opening it up to even more players to want it.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a good way to boom your standard.
Like they were cautious at first, and it's been more successful than they thought it would be.
Yeah. And they've toyed with the idea already by putting like how they put Transformers as like secret guests and stuff. How they did the Jurassic Park, like standard players were opening these, and it's confusing because they don't realize they can't play them in standard. So why not just make it standard legal?
I think it's probably like there's a chance for it to be standard legal, especially because if they can port it to Arena.
Like, that's another thing. Well, Lord of the Rings was on Arena.
Well, yeah, I know, and I know that was a modern set. If you make it a Commander set or a Commander Legends set, you're gonna get everybody and their mother to come like heavily after it. Here's the release schedule.
Turn to Lorwyn.
Yeah, so like you have Return to Tarkir, which is going to be great. Space Opera, which whatever that is, Return to Lorwyn, and then you have Multiplanar Race. And then we've already have a Foundations that's going to stick and stay here for 5 years. So your 4 sets for standard are coming out here on top of a Foundation set. And then now you have 2 other sets, which I think the Final Fantasy is going to get shit on by having the Assassin's Creed treatment, where it's 100 cards, and then everybody's gonna be upset because these 100 cards blow.
I thought they said Final Fantasy was also a standalone set.
It was is Assassin's Creed not a standalone set?
I guess technically it was a micro set, but I thought they originally said Final Fantasy was like supposed to be like Lord of the Rings. What do they call that?
In universe something shit whatever.
Like there's a specific name for like when a set or when something gets a full set to its.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what it's called, but
so you have both.
I could be wrong. It could be like Assassin's Creed.
I think this is going to get the Assassin's Creed treatment.
If it does, way more people like Final Fantasy than Assassin's Creed. I think
that's fair. And limiting it to like 100 cards, where you can just like make
that would suck.
I think that's what's going to happen.
That would suck because there's so much in Final Fantasy.
Bro, there's like 18 games. There's like 16 main. There's 16 main series games, and there's like 1,000 side games for Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Marvel.
Plus, like you have the MMOs that introduce so much.
So
much.
I think Marvel's gonna be where they spend all their time and effort because they have the. I mean, Deadpool just made $1 billion. Like there's so much money there. Like
Oh yeah, that's what makes me think it's going to be put into standard is because
why make it a $3 booster when you can make it a $20 booster?
Exactly.
Well, fuck standard. Those.
No, what I mean is like, why not grab every player? Because if you make it a standard set,
you
can still charge for it.
Yeah.
Like Lord of the Rings proved that it doesn't need to be standard. They'll still get every player.
Yeah, it's how expensive do you want to make your mechanics, and then do you want your cards not to, if you make them standard playable, right? And they're not.
I did not say they had to be standard playable. Oh, they just had to be in standard.
So you want them in standard to be low powered sets that people don't like, you know
no,
what I mean? Okay. I don't know. I don't know where to go with that.
Lord of the Rings was modern playable, and there were, like you said, 6 cards that were playable. There were very strong cards in Lord of the Rings. It's just not all of them are playable.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you can do that with standard.
You probably could.
Is standard low power anymore?
No, it's not.
Well,
right.
I think standard rivals Pioneer and power level. They have virtually the same decks in them.
I think if you were to take every standard set and put them in a block constructed where you only get to go against 3 Modern Horizons sets, I think the Modern Horizons set beats all the standard sets.
I will take Alpha, Beta, and Unlimited.
Sure.
I'll beat you every time.
Nice Sarah Angel.
Hold up. I'm going to take 6 turns, and then I'm going to Time Vault you to death.
I don't think those were... It was Time Vault and Unlimited? I forgot what it was. And I thought Time Vault was a promo. I don't know. Let's look
at in the set.
Let's take a look.
That's not how you spell vault.
Thanks.
It definitely was. It definitely was in Unlimited.
Oh yeah, it's
because
definitely.
I had one.
Oh yeah,
I had one.
All right, you can take all the turns. I'll just grief you.
You can't grief if you don't get a turn, bro.
How you gonna? What are you talking about?
Black Lotus.
Force of Negation.
Force of Negation. Sure.
It's pretty good.
You got it. I'll cast this other Black Lotus.
Oh, all right. Like you got. All right, you win. Ragavan, I'll take your Black Lotus. I think I win pretty clear. Like your
I don't think it's that clear.
Your end game sucks. Mine doesn't.
All right. You build a deck out of only the 3 Modern Horizons set, and I'll build one out of
I got it right
Alpha,
here.
Beta,
Here's Mardu Aggro for you. It's got Amped Raptor, Guide of Soul, Ocelus, Prize, Flage, Johnny's, and Galvanic Discharge, and then Static Prison, and then I'll have to fix... I do get some fetch lands, not all of them, because they were in there.
Yeah, you get the enemy ones.
I don't... What sucks is I don't get shock lands, so that stinks.
You get pain or canopy lands.
Okay, all right. That's as bad as it gets. All right, dude. Cool. But yeah,
got him
in my face. But yeah, that's the thing.
What is Return to Archivos?
I don't know.
Return to
Josh,
Laura. Strixhaven is Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
Do you think they're gonna do the allied schools? It's gonna be the rival school.
Are we getting more snarls? Yeah.
We already had the. We already had the ally snarls.
They're terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, we're probably gonna get the allied.
Space Opera.
Space Opera. Oh my God! Infinity Part 3.
Star Wars ripoff. Right. Return to Lorwyn's like the best on here.
All right, we got time for. Let's do some ranked.
Remastered.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. I'm kind of over remastered sets.
I liked Ravnica remastered.
I think if you do Ravnica,
yeah, I do not. Innistrad remastered. I was like, what do we need out of Innistrad remastered?
Like Liliana got reprinted already. Snapcaster is like $7.
Let's make it Avacyn and just like Avacyn. Yep.
Griselbrand.
Huntmaster. That's about it. Like and those
and Flip Garrick. That's like it.
Like that's Innistrad remastered. I think they've went to Innistrad too many times, and now it's no longer good. So nobody wants Innistrad.
So you're telling me I'm gonna get reprints from fucking?
Oh yeah, you better believe. You
Midnight Hunt in there.
You better fucking believe you're gonna
so
get that.
Mad.
Oh, there's something to be mad about. You're just getting it. All right,
you're just getting it.
Yeah.
I say we did these already, bro.
I know. Why is this not working? Oh, gotta reopen it. Cool. Cool. Discard changes. Okay.
Gate crash. Oh my god. Gate crash sucked.
That's a bad one. I'm gonna have to change this to. I'm gonna have to Google this. I'm gonna have to like transfer this to a Google Doc. Please don't make me do that. Come on, Excel. Save a copy. Your server storage quota has been exceeded. What is this?
Uh-oh.
You gotta pay for more storage, bro.
For Tone Bone? Okay, you guys talk about something while I fix this. Let me figure this out.
I gotta go take a picture.
See you later, cutie.
I finally watched the newest Planet of the Apes movie.
Yeah.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes was actually pretty good. I really enjoyed it.
I went to see the Alien movie.
How old is that?
Oh, don't talk about it. I want to see the new Alien movie, but I literally just watched Covenant finally, like 2 days ago.
I saw Deadpool.
Nice.
That's
What'd you
great.
think?
He's gonna hate it.
That's alright.
Yeah, I knew it. Best Marvel movie, like
it's pretty good.
Such a long time.
It's pretty good.
Although I don't watch Marvel movies, so you know.
And JB, you hate everything that everyone likes.
Yeah,
I didn't like hate it. Or
No,
anything.
come
It
on,
just,
don't
like,
be that
wasn't
bad.
spectacular or anything.
It was so good.
It was fine. I had fun with it, even if I didn't understand half of it because I had never seen the original Deadpools.
Oh my god.
He's not a Marvel
Yeah, I've never seen 1 or 2.
That's fair.
And Tony was like, "Yeah, let's go," and I'm like, "All right, sure, why not?" Who cares? He's like, "Do you even know what's gonna happen?" I'm like, "I don't care."
It was pretty funny. You're like, I don't know what anything's going on. You're like, well, that sucks.
Marvel Jesus, bro. I saw a post where a bunch of people were saying they left 15 minutes into the movie because he calls himself Marvel Jesus.
What?
Like, we will not take this blasphemy.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
What happens when you take things too serious?
Oh my fucking god. Oh man.
It seems like we're skipping ranking this week.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. More. Yikes.
Oh, I went to a Korean barbecue place on Sunday. That was really good. It was $40, like
Nice.
all you can eat with appetizers and dessert included.
Where at?
I went. It's out in Mequon. It's like Bowie Barbecue. I went with Antonio.
Nice.
That sounds awesome.
Really good. Like, holy fuck. I ate so much food. I had chicken bulgogi, which I didn't know was a thing. It was really good. I don't know, like, it was cool they give you your, like, own personal, like, little rice bowl. I've never had that at a Korean barbecue place before.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. Ate with chopsticks. The server definitely offered us forks and knives, and I was like, no, man, I think we all can handle some chopsticks. But I'm actually going back on Sunday for a double date with our neighbors.
I'm all done with this. Yeah, no ranking anything this week. God damn it.
Ruined.
Also, I think I'm going to have to skip Vegas. But
Ooh.
I'm going to try to go to Atlanta in January for the first GP.
All right.
Atlanta, Georgia.
I just got to.
Daily bread.
It's going to be cheaper than going to Vegas during Halloween.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting in and out of Vegas for $189.
Pretty good.
Spirit.
Yeah, in hotel.
I thought you were staying with. I thought you were staying with.
Yep. I am. That's what I'm saying. Like,
He's talking about 180 because he only has to pay for his flight.
Right.
Yeah, that's why it's cheap.
I don't have that opportunity, so.
I think I only have to pay for the flight too.
Yeah, so it's not too bad. I bought him right away. I was like, all right, let's get it going. So.
I also don't think Antonio's going, so.
All right, I'll have to figure something out. Anyways, it's okay. I might just.
Ruin.
It's okay. We'll talk about it off air. But love everybody. Josh, give me a hot take. Get me out of here.
If my opinion, if we were fighting, if they were fighting, I would take a dolphin over a bear, and it's Wednesday, my dudes.
What?
They were fighting.
Yeah, like a land dolphin over a water bear.
All right, I gotta go try and take this picture.
All right, bye.
What? That hurt.